Thank you very much. Good evening. Adab. Assalamu alaikum. Honorable members, ladies and gentlemen, I am indeed delighted to be with honorable members of European Parliamentarians. I come from Bharat, known as India, a country, a civilization with a history that goes back more than 5,000 years, and world's largest and oldest democracy. I come from the land of Buddha, Gandhi, Tagore, and Swami Vivekananda. I come from the country that has sterling diversity of languages, culture, religions, and philosophical traditions. I come from the land where the first mass was built. It is in Kerala. Kerala is a state in India. I come from the land where Jews never faced any persecution. It was India and it is India. We have the world's smallest minority, Zoroastrians. They have risen to the highest position in my country. The most loved president of my country was a Muslim, APJ Abdul Kalam, who passionately read Gita, the holy book of Hindus. My name, as you have been informed, is Safina Beigh. I am elected representative and district development chairperson. I will shortly deal with the structure, architecture, and development goal of such democratic institution. Kashmir, as you know, geographically, the highest region in India, bordering Pakistan, Afghanistan, and China. Kashmir, the fountainhead, the cradle of civilization, science, knowledge, literature, and India's finest spiritual tradition. In my Kashmir, Buddhism, Shivism, and Sufism prospered. Kashmir was the flourishing center of India's knowledge tradition. Here I want to mention one very important thing. I am also the chairperson of a religious institution, Hajj Committee of Union Territory of Jammu and Kashmir. That too by way of elections. And it's unique because I am the first woman to head this institution, not only in India, but in the rest of Muslim world. Honorable members, Jammu and Kashmir, a region grappling with terrorism and conflict for more than 3 decades, has seen the mobilization of a new political force through the emergence of 3-tiered system of local governance. Sadly, this major initiative aimed at empowering the local population has been long overshadowed by perpetual conflict narrative. As a result, sincere efforts to facilitate accountable, effective, and transparent governance go unnoticed. The reason behind this enabling change is the young leadership that has been supported by the public. The new leadership represents the aspiration of common people to build positive peace through stable and meaningful democratic development. They face many challenging situations and engage with common people to find a democratic solution to their woes. We appreciate the interaction between parliamentarians from European Union and India and hope that such exchange of ideas will continue in future, something that will be good for both the democracies. As vibrant democracies, India and European Union share fundamental values. I may sound too much of an idealist, but I am telling you honestly and believe me, frankly, we need such kind of international dialogue on sensitive and critical issues like grassroots level democracy, decentralization of power, terrorism, energy, climate change. This will not only promote social and economic system, but it will be very beneficial for the main part. Here I want to quote Robert Frost, who better understands than you do. The road not taken makes all the difference. And good fences make good neighbors, but there is something that does not love about. Now I shall deal with the main subject for today's presentation. See, we have something new in Jammu and Kashmir, that is local governance. So I'm going to speak on that. That's my topic of today. The document is an effort to project the roadmap being employed by the new leadership in Kashmir with the active support of governments, both at local level and central levels, to address the challenges of political instability, inequalities, and reconstruction. So what is the purpose of this local government? How it helps local population? The first is strengthening of democracy. Panchayat elections were held. Panchayat means at the village level. I hope you understand. Panchayat is at the village level. Is there anything? So 74.1% voter turnout. Then we have the next level is block level, that comprises of number of villages. The voter turnout was 98.3%, and then the final and the last is district development councils. Voter turnout was 51.7%. Now I am going to speak on new leadership in Jammu and Kashmir. A total of 3,650 sarpanches, 23,660 panches were elected, and this is the basic unit of development or democracy present in Jammu and Kashmir. 276 chairpersons elected in transparent manner, 20 DDC chairperson, and I am one of them, 20 vice chairpersons elected. A total of 278 DDC members were also elected. At the local level, the term commonly used for describing the model of governance is called Panchayat Raj. Panchayat means 5 members. Panchayat, 5. So, now we have establishment of village panchayats, block development councils, and district development councils. So, how it is useful for the common people? Promotion of economic development, justice, and basic health care at the grassroots level. Ensuring the involvement of common people in planning and rural governance processes. Providing a bridge between the government and the disintended population. It is done by way of 73rd Amendment of Constitution of India. The Constitution 73rd Amendment Act of 1992 gave Panchayat Raj institution constitutional standing. Under the 73rd Constitutional Amendment Act, a 3-tier government was formed at the state level. The Panchayat Raj system has been mentioned in Article 40 of the Constitution of India, a directive principle of policy under Part 4. Article 246 empowered the state legislature to make law concerning any matter relating to local self-governance. Previously, and this is very important, and this is my humble request, I want your attention on this point. Previously, Jammu and Kashmir had 2 tiers of panchayats, one at the village level and the other at the Zilla district level. The block was the second level in Jammu and Kashmir. The Union Territory of Jammu and Kashmir Reorganization Act, Adaptation of State Laws, 4th Order, October 2020, was notified on October 16, 2020, that amended the Jammu and Kashmir Panchayat Raj Act. The modified legislation stipulates that sarpanches, the elected representative at village level, and panches and members of district development council be elected directly. The 3-tier system in Jammu and Kashmir was completed after the successful election of district development council as well as block development council. The advent of 3-tier local system of governance, Halka Panchayat, BDCs and DDCs provide a new entry point for the grassroots leaders and stimulated new thinking about governance and development. This local bottom-up approach of governance generated leaders who are attached to their social circles and linked to the daily struggle of the common people. It also facilitated the engagement of grassroots elected bodies in building effective and stable governance and administrative system. How it began? As I have already mentioned, that we have Total number of 3,650 sarpanches, 23,660 panches, and that laid the foundation of three-tier system in Jammu and Kashmir. And for the first time, it happened for the first time in the history of Jammu and Kashmir. After the successful conduct of panchayat elections, elections for the Block Development Council were conducted for the very first time in the history of Jammu and Kashmir, in which 276 chairpersons were elected. Finally, the District Development Council elections were held in 8 phases. The process elected 20 DDC chairpersons, 20 vice chairpersons, besides a total number of 278 members were also elected, thus completing the implementation of three-tier system under Panchayati Raj. The central government's concerns and resolve to boost the grassroots level people-centric governance can be understood from the answers to the following questions. What kind of changes have taken place since the changing system on the ground? What has been done to adopt new governing processes and structures to address the legacy of underdeveloped and exclusion? Here are the answers. Strengthening the democracy. While presenting Jammu and Kashmir budget in Parliament, Finance Minister Nirmala Sitaramanji underlined the government's focus on empowering local body institutions with 3 Fs: funds, functions and functionaries. The government gave 4,290 Gram Panchayat a grant of ₹1,000 crore, ₹200 crores to each district's development councils at the rate of 10 crore each DDCs and ₹71.25 crore to 285 block development councils at a rate of ₹25 lakhs per BDC. These funds will be helpful as they directly benefit the local population by empowering elected BDCs and DDCs members to exercise their funds for the welfare of the people. While addressing the 20,000 representatives of PRIs through video conferencing, including DDCs and BDCs, chairpersons, sarpanches and panches, Lieutenant Governor of Jammu and Kashmir assured a 10% increase in the capex budget for PRIs in the next financial year of 2022-23. During the current fiscal year of 2020-21-22, the capex budget for the PRI stood at 12,600 crores. A 10% increase would mean around ₹1,200 crores hike in PRI budgets, which is quite significant. They said adding it would take to 2022-23, the capex budget for the PRI is around 13,800 crores. Apart from this, ₹313 crore has also been given to local bodies and about ₹1,727 crore to all panchayats under Narega. Narega is a employment generation scheme in rural Jammu and Kashmir or in rural India. It's a central sponsored scheme. 14th Finance Commission midday meal integrated child development schemes. The plan allocation for the panchayats has doubled from 5,136 crores in 2020-21 to 12,600 crores in 21-22. The planning process has been accomplished in accordance with the constitutional mandate. Besides, an insurance of cover of ₹25 has also been provisionized for the elected representatives. I know because politicians are not interested in figures, but I have to give figures. So I am myself a politician, but what I am going to convey that how local population is benefited directly in rural India, in rural Jammu and Kashmir, as well as in urban Jammu and Kashmir. That's my point, which I want to convey to honorable members. Under Rashtriya Gram Swaraj Abhinav, about 195 panchayats Ghar have been taken up with the completion of 36. So as far likewise about 160 panchayats Ghar have been taken for the renovation. The target of 100-point program of centrally sponsored schemes decided by the Jammu and Kashmir government are to be achieved in ongoing Gram This is a name of scheme, Gram Swaraj month. These includes, I have to mention these schemes. These include Kisan Credit Card, Kisan mean farmer, Soil Health Card, PM Kisan, Crop Insurance Scheme, Aadhaar Enrollment, Jan Dhan Yojana, Atal Pension Yojana, Samagra Shiksha. Shiksha means education, One Nation, One Ration Card, Banking, DBT, Har Gaon, Haryali, PM Kisan, My School, My Pride, Golden Health Card is a very important scheme by Government of India. Jal Jeevan Mission, Youth Club, Pradhan Mantri Gram Sadak Yojana, BharatNet, Pradhan Mantri Awas Yojana, Rural Hut, Old Age Pensions, Sports drawn in every panchayat extra. The target set by the Jammu and Kashmir administration is vital in terms of implementation of these ambitious and important welfare scheme of present government at central level to everyone's doorstep in a limited time. And one thing more, all the allocation of funds for various levels are made in a very transparent and accountable manner. One of the very important provision of this act is about the reservation which is given to the women at grassroots level. As per the notification issued by the Department of Rural Development, Panchayat Raj, 1/3 of the total seat will be reserved for the women chairpersons. From panchayat level, from village level to block level, and then to district level. So we have so many panches, sarpanches, ward members in municipalities and chairpersons. So many chairpersons. This is because of this provision, reservation, which is given to the women. The awards pegged by Union Territory of Jammu and Kashmir last year were 15, and out of 15, 6 highest national awards were pegged by my district, Baramulla, from where I am the chairperson. Under the Rashtriya Gram Swaraj Abhiyan, 1,500 elected representatives will be provided exposure visits outside the Union Territory of Jammu and Kashmir. Capacity building and refreshers training will be imparted to 1,12,000 participants. In an endeavor to further enhance the skills and efficiency of PRI representatives, capacity building and training programs are being conducted for sarpanches and panches in reputed training centers like Imbar and outside institutions as well. Besides induction courses, digital literacy training, Gram Panchayats, development plan training workshop have been organized for newly PDCs and DDCs. About 750 elected representatives have been provided training from exposure visit outside Union Territory of Jammu and Kashmir. Moreover, internet connectivity will be provided to all the Gram Panchayats across the Union Territory of Jammu and Kashmir. A sum of 36.80 crore has been earmarked for these bodies for the purchase of computer to make it more digital, printers, scanners and extra. The rural local bodies will also be equipped with internet facilities, enabling them to work in an efficient and transparent manner. We have a panchayat in Jammu and Kashmir in a border district called Samba, Pali. The helmet of Pali in Jammu and Kashmir, border district of Samba, entered into modern history of India as the country's first carbon neutral panchayat. 1,500 solar panels bought from solar power plants put up a total of 6,408 square meters will provide clean electricity to 340 houses in model panchayat under the central government scheme Gram Swaraj program. Though I have already mentioned figures for the grant of DDCs, DDC and PRIs, but the J&K budget for 2022-23 approximately 1,600 crores grant sanctioned for PRIs, urban local body, DDCs and BDCs. Last but not least, friends, I hope to see you in Jammu and Kashmir. Here I want to quote Amir Kusum, a poet from Persia. Gar bar roze zaminastu, hamiyastu, hamiyastu, hamiyastu. If there is any heaven on this earth, it's here, it's here, it's here. It's in Kashmir, it's in Kashmir, it's in Kashmir. My humble submission to all the people across the world is that we don't want graveyards in Kashmir, we want peace. We want prosperity. We deserve prosperity, we deserve peace, we deserve happiness. And for that we all have to play a role. We don't want violence. We want to live in peace. And please do come and visit Jammu and Kashmir. क्या कहते हैं in Hindi? Hindustan ka Taj. Thank you very much. God bless you all.